Madison Mitchell, a little girl in my community, was born with biliary atresia, a condition in which the bile duct does not develop correctly. Without a liver transplant, she was not expected to live to be a year old. Luckily, a liver was donated, and she is doing well right now. She could not have survived without the generosity and selflessness demonstrated by the family of the child whose liver she received. Organ transplantation, the surgical replacement of a patient's deceased or damaged organ with a healthy organ from a living or deceased person, is generally a last resort for patients in the final stages of illness. Even so, there are far more people seeking transplants than there are donor organs available. In the U.S., only 1 in 4 people will receive donated organs in time to save their lives. This shortage has raised several practical and moral issues. Today I would like to tell you about the statistics, types of donations, and how to become a donor. Hopefully after hearing this, you will consider being an organ donor. Even though there have been advances in medical technology and donation, the demand for organ, eye, and tissue donation is still way too high. There just aren't enough donors out in the world. Here's some statistics on organ donation today. More than 100,000 men, women, and children need life-saving organ transplants. Every 11 minutes, another name is added to the National Organ Transplant waiting list. An average of 18 people die each day from the lack of available organs for transplant. In 2008, there were nearly 8,000 deceased organ donors and over 6,000 living organ donors, resulting in 28,000 transplants. According to research, 98% of all adults have heard about organ donation, and 85% have heard of tissue donation. 90% of Americans say that they support donation, but only 30% know the essential steps to take to be a donor. As of December 2, 2009, there were over 105,000 candidates on the waiting list to receive organ transplants. There were over 19,000 transplants performed and less than 10,000 donors. That may seem like a big number, but it should be so much higher. If the statistics are not enough to convince you today, let me tell you about some of the types of donations you can get. A solid organ is an organ which consists of parenchyma and stroma, the latter often surrounding groups of parenchyma cells to provide support. An example of this kind of donation will be a liver or a kidney. Living individuals can donate one of their 2 kidneys, and the remaining kidney provides the necessary function needed to remove waste from the body. Single kidney donation is the most frequent living donor procedure. A living donor can donate 1 of 2 lobes of their liver. This is possible because just as skin cells grow their new skin, liver cells in the remaining lobe of the liver grow or regenerate until the liver is almost its original size. This regrowth of the liver to near its original size occurs in a short period of time in both the liver donor and the liver recipient. Tissue donation is another kind of donation. Some examples of this would be tissues donated by living donors, such as blood, marrow, and blood stem cells. Another type of donation is a donation after brain death. Most of the organs used in transplants come from people who have suffered brain death as a result of an accident, heart attack, or stroke. Brain death is total cessation of brain function, including brain stem functions. There is no oxygen or blood flow to the brain. The brain no longer functions in any manner and will never function again. The organs and tissues that are in good condition are removed in a surgical procedure. After the organs have been removed, the patient is taken off artificial support. The final type of donation I'm going to tell you about is a donation after cardiac death. Some patients that have sustained traumatic brain injury cannot be declared dead based on the definition of brain death. In these cases, the patient is declared dead upon cardiac death, which is the cessation of cardiac and respiratory function when the patient is withdrawn from life support. Donation after cardiac death occurs only after the patient or family has decided to withdraw life-sustaining therapies for reasons entirely apart from any potential for organ donation. You see, even though you or your loved one has passed away, you can still help others who are in need. Finally today, I would like to tell you about how to become an organ donor. To become an organ donor, the first thing you must do is register with your state donor registry. Signing up for the registry ensures that your name is recorded with an organization who will guarantee that your organ donation wishes are carried out after your death. The second step is to indicate intention on your driver's license. Many states use a pink dot on the back of their license to indicate that you wish to be an organ donor, while in Oklahoma we have a red heart down in the corner. The next time you need to renew your license, talk to your DMV about how to designate organ donor status. The process varies from state to state. If you are not renewing your driver's license for a while, yet you still wish to become an organ donor, it is suggested that you obtain and sign a card from the Division of Transplantation, an agency of the Department of Health and Human Services. They will give you a card, and you must simply carry this card with you to ensure that your wishes to become an organ donor are carried out. Because of organ donation, Madison can now look forward to a normal life filled with ball games, ice cream, and good times with family and friends. One day she will realize just how important this act of kindness was. What if it was your loved one? Wouldn't you want someone to care enough to help? Thank you.